So often you guys ask, like, will I create something? Will I do more? Yes, in 2023, I'm going to create a program. I've said that. I'm doing some back-end stuff to get it to happen. But in the meantime, I created some free content for you on 3 topics that I find I get questions about all the time. And while I provide the information here on Instagram, I know that creating the cohesive understanding can be hard to pick from an Instagram post here and my story and kind of just piecing everything together. So I took a deep dive into these 3 topics, the belly pooch, leaking, and painful intercourse, and created 3 PDFs, one that goes with each topic. And then each topic has a chain of emails that will come after you receive the PDF to kind of highlight and break down some important pieces that I have pulled out that I wish everybody knew instead of focusing on exercises so much. If we could talk about these other things first that you need to know. You can definitely sign up for more than one if you're like plagued by I'm going to comment on scar tissue as well as pelvic position in the next couple slides related to those previous questions and some stuff from yesterday. But before I do, I have a personal request. I'm going away next week, and I already have an educational book to read. I'm going to read about pelvic pain. Dr. Sonia literally sent me this book like 2 months ago, and I have not opened it. Not because I don't want to, I just have not had any time. So I'm looking forward to reading this, and I was looking for a light read, like a fun, entertaining one. So if you have any suggestions, I would appreciate it. Okay, so questions on scar tissue and how that can affect you. So C-section scars can be a major culprit in inability to find those lower core muscles, and they are often implicated in pelvic pain. So would it surprise you to know that those with C-sections actually have a higher rate of pain with intimacy than those with vaginal delivery? And that just really highlights the interconnectedness of the tissues from the pelvic floor and the fascia, how they all weave together. And again, highlighting that connection between pelvic floor and abdominal wall, where issues in the abdominal wall can reflect on the pelvic floor and vice versa. So a mobile scar is something that you want to look for, whether it's an abdominal scar or a perineal scar. Okay, so if you have these scars, what are you looking for? And really, you want to have tissue, let's take my forearm, that moves and glides freely in all directions. So up and down, side to side, diagonal, in a circle. And I can smooth and glide it quite easily. What you will find is C-section scars that have not been mobilized at all might have restrictions right around the scar or very distant from that, as well as those who might have had many multiple abdominal surgeries or laparoscopic surgeries. Even those little scars can cause scar tissue, as well as spontaneous tearing during vaginal delivery or episiotomy. And just understanding that fallout of when we have restriction in one area, how it might impede function in a different area of the abdominal wall or the pelvic floor.
Did you know you can use cupping to improve the mobility of your C-section scar? If not, let me show you how. First, you want to ensure that you're doing this above and below the actual scar. You want to add some sort of lubrication all around that scar area.
The other possibility is it's not a true anterior pelvic tilt, and it's actually presenting more as a sway back, which is when the pelvis will tilt posteriorly and then comes forward. And then to counteract that, because of the way our balance has gone, now our rib cage shifts back at the mid-thoracic. And so you don't really see what's happening at the pelvis because the rib cage has changed position, and now so we assume that they're all relative to each other. But when that rib cage comes back, that pelvis can still be tucked under but pushed forward. And so that's a very common scenario, especially through pregnancy and postpartum, because our belly grows and we go like this, and then we carry babies and we go like this, and all of a sudden we don't have any butt muscles because we haven't been using them for so long.